Hello, here is your around 40-minute lower body high five mini band leg workout. Okay, lot of words there. So this workout is a high five workout, and what that is a high intensity interval 5, which means we have 5 circuits. In each circuit we have one base move and then 5 variations of that move. So think 5 circuits, 5 moves, 5 variations. I'll talk you through the adaptations as we go, and we'll start off with the base move to make sure that form's right and to get our mind and body connection going, and then we'll start adapting the moves. And you'll see with each adaptation, the first time round we'll be doing some time under tension, so staying a little bit more in the zone that feels the burn. Then we'll be adding in some stability challenges, we'll be adding in some unilateral work, and we'll have some cardio moves in there as well. So these are, I'll explain as we go. Work time is 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. I'm using sort of a medium band just to make sure, because some of the moves we need a light, sort of wider, larger, bigger range of motion. So grab a range of bands and get some water. All you need is a band. Let's get started. We'll start with our warm up. So just starting with our feet about shoulder distance apart. I just want you to get your hands behind your head, not yanking your head forward, just gently behind your head. I want you to bend forwards, cores tight, and then clench the knee, clench the knees, clench the bum at the top. So we're hinging forwards and clenching to come up. And with this move, really think about shooting your bum back and keeping your back nice and straight and your core tight. Chest is high, sink that bum back. You should feel your glutes waking up all the way down the backs of your legs. Arms can go out here, clench to come up. Again, and up. One more, down, and coming up to the top. So tick-tock the feet out ever so slightly, and we'll go down into squat and coming back up to standing. So first, remember we're just starting, so we're warming up our body. Your range of motion will increase as we go, increase as we warm up. Down, up, and throughout this workout, I want you to think, you can always go back to that base move. So we're running through, doing adaptations, it'll get a bit more complex as we go, but really think about the fact that if you're like, this combo isn't working for me, go back to that base move. Down, weights in the heels, drive up to the top, clench at the top, down, and we're clenching, we're not sort of thrusting our hips forwards, we're just slight bend of that pelvic tilt forwards and back down. One more, coming up, coming slightly wider. Want some lateral lunges. So down, over that front leg, coming up, other side. So here you're thinking as if there's a chair just off to the side. It always reminds me of like if you're chatting to someone, you're like feeling for the chair. That's what we're going for. So this might help us in our day-to-day. Keep going, down, drive through the heel of that bent leg, coming up to the top, down, up, good, down, up, breathing in to go down, breathing out to come up. You can see a lot of times I'm like, but just having that audible breath reminds me to keep my core tight and to sync with my breath. So staying central, I'm going to crawl down that left leg, roll through center, crawl up to the right, facing right, and then reverse. So down to keep that body nice and turned. You should feel nice waking up of the core with a nice twist. One more, down, crawling round, coming up to the top. Now standing at the bottom of our mat, arms up in the air, do that hinge again, holding there, rolling all the way down, walking out to a plank, right foot by right hand. Want to sink into that right hip and then open up the arm to the right. So nice easy twist here. And then hand goes down, we'll do the other side, step back into a plank, you'll be on or off your knees, stepping and opening up to the left. Up to the sky and replace that hand back down. We'll do one more each side. So step out into a plank, right foot by right hand. When we're here, check your knee isn't shooting over that ankle. You want nice right angles, protecting our joints. And again, sink into hips, shoot that right foot back, left side, up to the sky, down. Good, coming down, you just want to sink your hips forwards on the ground, tuck the toes, come up into a down dog, pedal the legs, pedal, pedal, getting ready for a workout, open, getting ready for a movement, pedaling, slowly walk the hands up to the feet, roll up nice and gently, vertebrae by vertebrae. Just want you to, from here, pulling forwards as you're pulling a rope, 2 ropes, and you're opening up your back, but think kick your heels to your bum. Wake up those quads. Good. Breathe. I'm going to think breathe a lot. I'm going to think core tight a lot. So breathe in, breathe out. But these are all the things that are going through my head when I'm doing these workouts. And today, think strength. We're strength training. So I want slow and controlled movement, timed intervals. So go at your own pace. Keep kicking that bum. Come on. Pick up the pace a bit if you can. All of this is nice. Strength-based training. We've got the one cardio circuit, one cardio round in each circuit. Let's get the heart rate up a bit. And then we'll have a whole minute to rest. So a couple more. Think heel to bum, and shake it out. Grab some water, and I'll show you our first move in our first circuit. So getting ready for round 1. I want you to put your band about, I don't know, halfway between your hip and your knee. So not on the joint, that's important. Our first base move is a bridge. So we're going to wake up our glutes. So we're going to come down onto the ground. Setting up, we're just going to do a simple bridge. Feet hip distance apart. Hands are by the side. We're going. And getting ready to drive up through the heels. Core nice and tight. Here we go, let's move. Sorry, I couldn't see the timer. So here we go, up and down. So we're going to think, drive through the heels and imagine there's a string pulling your bum towards your feet. So you want that hinge motion pulling you down. So you're thinking, trying to get your vertebrae by vertebrae up and then sliding down. Really concentrate. When you get to the top, squeeze your glutes and come back down. And make sure you're applying pressure on that band the whole time, so your knees don't knock in. Check that your feet are hip distance apart, nice and slow. This is our first base move. So we're going bridge, drive up, squeeze as if you're squeezing a penny between your bum cheeks, and up, and rest. It's our first move. Second move, we're adding some time under tension. So we're going to go up, we're going to come halfway down, and then go up again. So we're never touching the floor. We're going pulsing half, coming back to the top. So here we go, driving up, squeeze, come down halfway, drive up, squeeze. So we're keeping the tension the whole time. I want you to really think about the movement that we're doing. In the warm-up, we did that hinge motion. It's very similar to that. You're hinging to bring your glutes towards, it's like sort of sliding forwards, coming down. Pressure on that band, make sure those knees aren't coming in. Down, drive up, squeeze. Coming down, good. Drive down, slow and controlled. I want you to keep tension the whole time on those glutes. We're keeping that, rest, rest. Next up, we're adding some stability. So you're gonna come up and we're gonna just get one leg straight out, down, back down again. So we're adding, so our knees are going to be in line, foot's out sort of at a 45-degree angle. Here we go, up to the top, right leg out, hold, back in and down. And I want you to try and think you are just tapping that bum to the ground for 1 second and driving up through your heels, down. And if pushing that leg out is too much, I just want you to pop onto your tiptoes of that foot, just to add a bit of imbalance. Down, good. Striving up, core tight, point that toe, bring it down, keeping the hips high the whole time, and your hands can be at your side, or your fingers can be going up to the sky, sort of like, I don't know, karate, double karate chop, down, and rest. Next up, we're adding a single leg bridge. We're going to do alternating So you can have your foot either pop that toe, pop that heel off the ground, or raise your foot up in the air. So we'll start with the right foot and we'll alternate. So up, right leg up, down, replace. So very similar to what we did before, but this time we're adding in that bridge movement. So down, and we back straighten the leg, then go down, drive through that heel, come up, balance, down, good. Thinking control. I don't want sort of thinking, thank God I've done it. I want to slam that toe back down onto the ground. Control that leg up and down, and keeping your core tight the whole time is going to help. And chin to sky, no crunching in the neck. Nice rest. Getting rid of that band. Oh no, sorry, keep the band. Last cardio move. We're going to do some abduction. So we're going to go out, in with our knees. So staying high if you can. Here we go, up into that bridge. Want knees out, in, out, in. So think little butterfly movement. You can roll on the outside of your toes, flat, out, in. Get that resistance band moving, cores tight. Chin, think chest to chin and then chin up to the skies. If you're holding something between your neck and your chin, drive through your bum cheeks, come on. Drive through your glutes, out, in. Keep going, keep moving. This is it on this circuit. It goes quick, it goes really quick. Breathing, come on, you got this, you got this. Wake up our glutes, breathe. Keep moving, out and in and squeeze and up and rest. Bum to the floor. You can hug those knees into the chest. 1 minute rest and we're on to our next circuit. So I'm going to get some water out of my gigantic water bottle today. Absolutely huge. Right, so you can see how the movements progress. So the first movement, we did our base movement. Second movement, we did time under tension. Third movement, we added that stability challenge with the leg up. Then we did some unilateral work, single leg glute bridge. Woo-hoo. Then the out, in, out, in, out, in. That was our cardio to get a bit of movement going. So our next move, we're doing a squat. So band stays where it is. I know it can get annoying with the bands moving around. You'll probably see mine ping off at some point, but just keep moving and then we'll fix it in the rest. And there's many tricks that people say. Get really thick bands, don't wear slippy material, or I think the thicker bands are meant to be quite good for that, but also I think the slow and controlled movements as well help keep it in place, and it really adds to extra focus. Okay, so we've got 7 seconds. I'm going with that squat. So feet shoulder distance, we're sinking back as if we're sitting on a chair behind us. Here we go. Resist that band away, down, drive through the heels, come to the top. So I always put my arms out or here, prayer hands, just to make sure we're keeping that chest nice and high the whole time. So you sink down, drive up through the heels and come back up to the top, sink. Try and keep a nice fluid tempo the whole way. Good, here's our first move. Down, up, breathe in to go down, drive up through the heels. Breathe in to go down, slow, controlled. When you really start thinking about it, you can really feel the muscles that are working, and rest. Okay, next, we've got 3 pulses. So we're gonna go down, pulse, 2, 3, drive up. So that's your time, that's our time under tension. So you've got 3 seconds. Clear the stuff off your mat if you're like me. Here we go down. We pulse, 1, 2, 3, drive up for the heels, back down, nice and slow, controlled, 2, 3, and up. And when you're pulsing, really trying to keep the weight in your heels. I know it's tempted to lean forwards, but really think just tiny little pulses. If your pulses, you're like, I need to come up higher, but just don't come up to a full stand. Keep going, almost there. 45 seconds, zooms by. Keep going, arms out, and up, sink back. That's it, come on, pulse. 3, and pulsing, rest, woohoo. Right, next we've got our stability challenge. We're gonna go down into the low squat. We're gonna go up on our tiptoes, and we're gonna coming up to stand, put the heels down. That's our move. Here we go. So let's squat down. Come up onto your tiptoes, balance, drive up, heels come down. Concentrate, down, tiptoes, coming up, replace those heels. Really helps here having the arms out as a sort of a counterbalance. And down, find a tempo that's working for you. Tiptoes, hold, up on those tiptoes, down. It's sort of like bar vibes, balance, good, almost there, 10 more seconds, down, tiptoes, up on those toes, resisting that band away, don't want knees coming in, up, and rest. Next, unilateral work. So we're gonna go, moving the right leg, we'll go narrow squat to wide squat, to narrow squat, to wide squat, to narrow squat. You get the drift. So here we go. We'll start in the middle, narrow squat. Step out the right foot, wide, come back, narrow. Step out that left. That's the move. We're working, and when you move, when you're moving that leg out, I really want you to be thinking, get that pressure in that standing leg. The leg you're not moving, it adds extra tension. We're adding unilateral work. We've even got a bit of balancing when we're stepping our feet out. Slow and controlled here. It's always tempting to go fast. I'm slowing it down a bit. There we go. Out. Wide squat. Narrow squat. Rest. Woo. Get rid of the band. We've got our cardio move. Right. And do a squat and then stance switch. So you're twisting out your waist. Squat, and then we'll twist the other side. So here we go. Squat down, twist, down, twist, down. I want you to slow down on the squat. Make sure that form's right, so pause if you have to. Down, switch, down. Because it's really tempting to lose that form when you're doing these moves. Keep it going. Switch, down, switch. This is nice. Cardio burst to burn out this circuit. Down, switch. Keep going, switch. Switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, rest. Shake the legs out. Breathe, 1 minute rest. Gonna get my water. Glug, glug, glug. Feel like a giant, no. The opposite of a giant. Okay, our next move. This is where the band loves to roll. We're doing a reverse lunge. It's our lunge series. Catch my breath. So our first move, simple, just alternating reverse lunge. So stepping straight, you can see it's already doing its thing. So we're doing reverse lunges to start, and then we'll be adding in that time under tension, that stability challenge, what else are we doing? Come on, you remember, stability challenge, unilateral work, and cardio. So, breathing, 12 seconds. We're simply starting, feet about shoulder distance apart, hip distance apart. I want you to step straight back to reverse lunge, bend that back knee down, bring it up, step forward. So here we go. Right leg goes back, we're alternating, up, replace. So nice and controlled. We're doing slow and controlled here. Reverse. It's rolling already, it's fine. Keep it moving. The beauty of using a resistance band is it's just adding extra resistance to moves that you're doing already. So if it rolls, no problem. You're still getting the benefit of the move because we're still lunging. But mine seems to have rolled into teeny tiny elastic band. Keep moving, cores tight, back, up, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So use this time to straighten out that band. Next, we're going to reverse lunge. We're doing split lunge. Down, 1, 2, 3, heel raise, back up. So here we go, step back with the right foot. 1, 2, tuck that tailbone, heel up, down, stepping, other leg, stepping out. 1, 2, 3, heel, down, good. Stepping back, then down. I want you to be going straight down with that leg, heel, forgot the heel, back, down, 2, 3, front heel up, down. Time under tension, we're holding up the whole way. Come on, give me one more on the other leg, down, 2, 3, heel, woo, rest. Oh, I like that move, that little combo. Okay, next we're doing lateral, so this is our balance. So we're gonna put the band down on our shins, lateral to the right with a side kick. So come with me, we're gonna do a lateral lunge, come up, kick into the side, balance. We'll do half, and I'll tell us to switch to the other side halfway. So you do lateral like in the warm-up, pause, side kick, down, good, lateral, pause, side kick, that's it, almost there, kick, down. I'm going to shuffle to the other side, doing the left, up, side kick, that's it, lateral, pull on that band. And you can see I'm not bringing my legs all the way together, so I want to maintain the tension on the band the whole time. My core is tight. You should feel when you kick that leg out, your core is stabilizing. Rest. Woo. Okay, next. These go quick. These go quick. We're doing a unilateral work. So we're doing band comebacks, bands coming back up to our thighs. We're doing a curtsy lunge. So here we go. So we curtsy, 2, 3, up, reverse, center, curtsy, 2, 3, up, reverse, center. See, I'm sort of just gliding through. So the reverse lunge, straightening up, center. So you should feel that leg the whole time, because we're adding double whammy of a reverse, pulsing, and then swivel round, find your balance, center, reverse, curtsy, 2, 3, up, reverse, center, curtsy, 2, rest. Lose the band. Lateral, we're doing just skaters, so we're going side to side. That's your move. 2, 1, let's go, get the heart rate up. So you're jumping from side to side. Use your arms. Imagine you're slamming something down. You can tap your foot either side, tapping. Imagine you're doing really cool dance, where it's like a sort of like a hip hop move. Up, down. Gosh, could I sound any more lame? Don't know about you, but it's still like a hip hop move. Up, down. Who cares, eh? Let's keep going. Up, down. Use the arms. Find length. Spread out. 9. Come on. 6. Keep going. Keep jumping. 2, 1. Oh, breathe. Breathe. Got a minute to rest. Get some water. Let my heart rate go down. 3 circuits down. 2 to go. Our next set of moves, we're doing deadlifts. So that movement we did at the beginning, hinging, thinking of shooting your hips back. Imagine you're smashing them back so you feel the hinge motion. It's a tricky one to get, so really just concentrate on your form, and you can always go back down to the base move, and you can always get rid of the band altogether and give me that move from the warm-up, okay? So our first move, putting our feet, both feet on the band, holding, you see why I said get maybe a lighter band on hand, and then we're just course tight, straight leg deadlift, coming back up, That's the move. That's our first move. Get ready. Setting up in 5 seconds. So I'm holding with both hands, shoulders back, cores tight, soft bend in the knees. Let's go, we hinge. Feel the muscles, feel the muscle contract, feel the muscle expand, and then squeeze to get to the top. Soft bend in those knees. Good, down. This is control. Feet are about slightly closer than shoulder distance, slightly wider than hip distance. What does that mean? Exactly that, just not too wide. So narrower than you would do a squat, essentially. When chest high, really think about pulling those shoulders back, looking up, helps keep that back nice and long. One more, good. This time round, we're doing time under tension. We'll do 1 normal pace, then we'll do 3 seconds down, 1 second up. So, I'll count us in, I'll count it for us, okay? So here we go, we'll do 1, normal speed, clench, then 3, 2, 1, we hold, squeeze, 1, normal speed, then we slow it down, really feel that muscle squeezing up to the top, 1 down, up, good, then 1, 2, 3, when it goes into slow-mo, you should really feel that, what I'm saying with the expansion and contraction of the muscles, you really think, really cast your mind to 1, 2, 3, to your glutes, they're working, keep going, 5 seconds, 1, cores tight, 3, chest is up, and amazing, rest. Right, this time round, we're gonna do, our right leg's gonna be moving first, band is in the right hand, we're going to be doing a single deadlift, and we're going to hinge. So here we go, foot slightly behind, we're going to hinge back, up, and then let that right leg hover, and coming back up to center. You put that right arm out for stability, and try, hover, coming back to the top. This is slow and controlled here. You'll have a chance. Do it on the other side now, so get the right foot in, left foot out, hold that band in left hand, straight away we're off, down, up, hinge. You might find one side is easier than the other, I certainly do. I find for some reason, you might not be able to tell, balancing on my right is easier, rest, than balancing on my left. This time round, we're going to do this similar movement again. So we're just going to do a single leg, this is our unilateral round, single leg deadlift. You're going to try and keep that right foot hovering the whole time, if you can, or just gently. So you can be here on the toe, or try and hover and keep ankle next to ankle. I'm thinking we're hinging, okay? We're still doing that hinge motion, bending, single leg deadlifts, guys. Come on, look at us go. Keep moving. And up, switch hand, quick turn over, down, up, cores tight, down, up, hover that leg if you can, down, mind your balance, down. The hovering isn't working today, no problem. Keep moving, hinging, 3, 2, 1, get rid of that band. Oh no, sorry, band's around the ankles. Just above the ankle, we're doing alternating kickbacks. So you need to find your hinge, and just want to kick and switch, kick back and switch. So here we go, we're kicking back, switch, back, switch, cores tight, switch, straight back, switch, feel the burn. Get that core in, switch. A lighter band means more range of motions. If you're like, my leg isn't moving that far, oh, trust me, you're getting the work in, okay? You can use a wall here, if that helps, it definitely helps. Holding on to something, keep going, keep moving, cores nice and tight, everything sucked in, keep moving, almost there, one more circuit, hinging forward, 3, 2, 1, woo! That is our second to last, our penultimate, you can see I'm absolutely dripping, penultimate circuit. Our last circuit went on to sumo squats. So we're going to target these inner thighs, outer thighs. Okay, so see how quickly these go, and you can always have your options if you're like, actually, I can't manage this part of it, or this isn't working for me today. You can pick anywhere along that high five circuit and find whichever move within the circuit. You see, the further along in the circuit, the less sense I start to make. So luckily I explained what the workout was right at the beginning, so we got it. So this time we're gonna do band around the just above the ankles. See what are body parts just above the ankles, toes turning out into our sumo squat position. We're just gonna go down and up, resist that band away, okay? So 3 seconds, chest back. It's our final circuit. So you're tracking knees with toes, with middle toe. So your knees will be following out, driving up through the heels. So find a nice tempo, core tight, arms out, sink the weight into your heels. It's our last circuit, guys. Last 5 minutes of work, and we get to rest. Remember, look how quickly 4 circuits went. You got this. Up. So sinking back. Try not to lean forwards. Very tempting. Weights in the heels. Down. Up. Good. Down. Up. One more. Down. Up. Amazing. Right. Next is our time under tension. So we're going to do down, 3 pulses, come up to the top. So just breathe like we did with the squats at the beginning, but this time round, toes are pointing out. Here we go, and we're off. Down, pulse, pulse, pulse. Drive up through the heels. Good. Down, slowly go down. We want to hold, low, and pulse. Drive up. Good. Down. Pulse, pulse, pulse. Drive up through the heels. If you've got music on, this is a really good way to get into the groove of things. Drive up through the heels and down. Pulse. I've got some Spotify playlists in my workout repertoire, and they do wonders to my roundup, my yearly roundup rest. It's just pure pop, pure cheese. Right, next time, our balance challenge. When we're down, we're going to pop one heel, pop the other heel, drive up to the top. So we're going to hold low, pop the right heel down, left heel down. So here we go. So down, hold, pop, pop, stay low, driving up. Down, pop, pop, drive up. Good. Down, pop, pop, up. Now this time, can you hold both? Up, pop right, pop left, drive up like we did with our non-sumo squats. Up, down. So I like this move, mixing it up, adding an extra challenge. Can you stay high on those toes, squeeze those calves at the top, down. For some reason I always shoot my arms out as if this is the day my superpowers rest, my superpowers come into play. Okay, this time we're going to be moving our heel straight out, straight out. So this is our unilateral work, so we're coming down. Right leg straightens, goes out. Left leg. So you can see sort of pulsing movement, going out and in. This should be burning you. It's burning me. Should be burning you. I'm saying this. It is burning me. I'll speak for myself. Keep going. Down. And for any time you have to come back up, please do. You need to rejig that band. I want resistance on the band the whole time. Woo! Keep going. 15 more seconds. Straightening out. Out and in. 10. We got this. We got this. Got one more move after this. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, get that band off. Get it off. Get it away. Right, we're doing sumo walks, just forwards, back, forward, forward, back, back. Here we go. I'm going back. So you're getting that sumo squat, so forward, forward, and breathe. 4, back, 2, 3, 4. So with this one, tuck the tailbone under. Want you to keep those toes pointing out. So we're sort of just hinging our body from side to side. Good. Walking forward, walking back. Keep going. 20 more seconds. Forwards. This one's always funny because I'm like, what do I do with my hands? They kind of go a bit crazy. Like, why are your feet doing that? Keep going. 10 seconds. Back. 2, 3, 4. Come on. Forwards. 2, 3, 4. This is it. 2. Shake the legs out. We made it. Breathe. Let the heart rate come down. Get some water. And then we'll cool ourselves down. Ding-a-ding. That's a good noise, isn't it? Okay, so let's stretch out. I'm gonna take a few deep breaths. Chatty, chatty Kathy over here. Okay, we're gonna just start. We're gonna start on the mat actually. Let's go down onto our mat. Let's give our legs a little bit of a break. So coming onto your knees, this is where the slippery slope of my mat comes into play, and I'll fall, slide everywhere. So just up onto our knees. You want to lean back any amount. Hands can be on the mat, and just bump your hips up to the sky. So bumping forwards, you should feel a nice stretch for your quads. My fists here today. So have your hands however feels comfortable for you, and your head go back if that feels nice, but just bump. The emphasis here is pushing your hips up to the sky. Coming down, we did that once more, just come off the hands for a second. Coming back, just bump the hips up to the sky. Breathe, head can hang if that's okay with your neck, if not, just keep it up and come back down. So coming forward onto all fours, I want to put right foot by right hand. Said that right that time, usually I get that. I say right foot by right, something else, what, who knows. But coming up into kneeling position, I want to sink your hip forward. If you want more, don't be tempted to drive over that front knee. If you want more, just scooch the left leg back. Looking forwards, breathing, sinking into that hip. You feel a really nice stretch going down the front of your left leg and just look straight over that knee. Nice, straight body over that front leg. Good. Hands on either side of that foot. I want you to straighten out that leg, your right leg, come up onto the heel. Breathe in, look forwards. Let the shoulder blades come down the back, breathe out, sinking forwards any amount. And here, it's not about head to toe, it's about peeling that belly over your thigh. And it's never about how deep you're getting into it. I just want you to, as long as you feel the stretch, that's what you're aiming for. Breathing, coming through, we'll do the other side. Right leg swings back, left foot up, coming up. Hands can be here, above that knee, shoulder blades down the back. I want to sink forwards. Feel that really, 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 really good stretch through the leg. Sometimes I forget what accent I even have. Holy moly. Keep going. Breathe in, let the breath come back to neutral. With every inhale, find a bit of length. With every exhale, just sink a little bit deeper into that stretch. Hands go either side of the left leg, coming up again onto that heel. Breathing in, breathe out, sink over. Really think about pulling that left hip into its socket. You should really feel a nice stretch going down the backs of our legs. Stretching out our hamstrings. Breathing. Good work. Sliding back through. We're going to come up. I want you to put the toes together, knees nice and wide. Hands go forwards and just sink the bum back to your feet. You should feel a nice stretch in your inner thighs, your hip flexors, and pull forwards with your arms. You should also feel really good stretch for your front and your shoulders. Sinking back, breathe, breathing, Let everything relax. Coming back up through center, knees together, swinging round. I want you to come onto your back and slowly lower to your back. Right ankle over right knee, left knee. Bring that leg up. Thread the needle. So hand goes through the gap and behind the left thigh, and just push that left leg towards you, as if your foot is pushing against a wall. Right foot is flexed. We'll switch over, do the other side. Pulling that right leg in, resist that left knee away, flexing both feet. Nice soft shoulders. Relax the face. And just hug the knees into the chest, rocking slightly from side to side. Go over to your right and just come back up to seated. And that there is your lower body banded workout. High five, everybody.